Fran, and today we're going to be doing virtual cavity-free zone. To get started, the couple things we're going to be covering today are how to properly brush our teeth using cavity protection toothpaste, a good toothbrush, floss, and if you have it, mouthwash. We're also going to be reviewing the parts of the tooth through a worksheet that you can see after this video. We're also going to be talking about what's good and bad for our teeth. So, let's get started. First thing that we're going to be doing today is we're going to be categorizing things that are good and bad for our teeth. Now, these are all foods, so you might be quite familiar with them. So, our first one is a gingerbread cookie. So, do we think that cookies are bad or good for our teeth? They're bad for our teeth. While they taste really good, they don't have a lot of nutrition to them. Our next one is the banana. Bananas are really high in potassium, and potassium is really good for our bones. And guess what? Teeth are bones. Our next one is candy. We got some lollipops here. Now, do we think that lollipops are they good or bad for our teeth? Sadly, they're bad for our teeth. They're really high in sugar, and too much sugar can rot away the enamel of our teeth, and eventually we might lose our tooth. Or worse, a cavity. We don't want that now, do we? The next one is strawberries. Now, do we think that strawberries are good or bad for our teeth? Keep in mind, they are a nutritious fruit. They're good for our teeth. They are really good. Not only that, they taste really good too. Next one. Ooh, we got jelly beans. Same thing as before. Do we think are they good or bad? Notice what we already have in our categories. Oh, sad to say it, but jelly beans, they're not so good for us. They also make your stomach hurt if you eat too many. Next, we got apples. Are they good or bad for us? You guessed it, they're good. Our next one is a carrot. Are carrots good or bad for our teeth? They're good for it. Not only that, they're really good for our eyes. They can keep our eyes really, really strong. Next up is ice cream. My weakness. Is ice cream good or bad? It's actually quite bad for us. Because ice cream, most of the time, has a lot of artificial flavoring in it, and it's really high in sugars and sometimes corn syrup, which corn syrup is basically just like liquid sugar, and that's never good for us. The next one is a donut. Donut's good or bad for our teeth? They're bad. Sad to say it, they're bad for us. Next one is a watermelon. Good or bad? They're good for our teeth. Not only are they good for our teeth, they're also good for our bodies because they are mostly water. And we need water to remain healthy and fight off viruses that can come along in the wintertime. Oh, we only got two more. You guys are doing great. We got oranges. Are oranges good or bad? They're good. They're high in vitamin C, which is overall really good for us. Not only that, they taste really good too. Final one, you guys. Coca-Cola. Do we think that Coke is good or bad for our teeth? Sad to say it, it's bad for our teeth. All that sugar, it can make our teeth rot, and then you can get toothaches too, which a toothache oftentimes leads to a cavity, and those are really painful. We want to try to stray away from that. Now, what are the similarities that we've noticed in our categories? In our good category, we have a lot of fruits and vegetables. It's really important to eat your fruits and vegetables on a daily basis because it helps us to keep our health up and our teeth nice and strong. In our bad category, we got a lot of processed foods and a lot of sweets and candy. None of that stuff is really good for us. I'm not saying that you can't have it because we all need some sweets here and there, but try to limit your intake here and there. Next part of our discussion, we're going to be learning how to brush our teeth. So, I've got this mouth right here, he's got a lot of bacteria in it and a lot of nastiness. Now, our mouth is sometimes one of the germiest parts of our whole body, and it's really important that we master good brushing techniques so we can get rid of all of it. Now look, a lot of germs can collect in our gums. Our gums are this pink part that line all of our pretty little white teeth. But you gotta remember that you're not just brushing the white part, you're brushing the whole entire mouth. So let's work on brushing. So I'm gonna take my ginormous toothbrush and I'm gonna start brushing. Now, it's key. Do we think that brushing side to side is gonna get rid of stuff? No. When you wash windows, do you wash side to side or do you go in a circle? Oh, look at that! We're brushing in a circular motion and all this bacteria is moving out of the way. Oh, we're gonna keep brushing and keep brushing and keep brushing and keep brushing and keep brushing. And eventually, all our bacteria is gonna get brushed away. Now we're gonna go to the bottom. We're gonna make sure we're pushing and we're gonna focus on our gums. We're gonna brush all the way. Now you're gonna brush for 2 minutes and make sure that you spend a lot of time on your gums, brushing in a circular motion. Then we're gonna move to our tongue. Now with me, you gotta stick out your tongue as far as you can. And you're gonna brush it, brush it, brush it, brush it, brush it. Because that's how you can get bad breath if you don't brush your teeth. By brushing your tongue, your breath will smell good. Now, after brushing for 2 minutes, we are gonna spit out, and then when you look in the mirror, your teeth are gonna look healthy and white. And that is our goal. Now, I'm gonna show you with my own mouth how to brush our teeth. So, we're gonna start by grabbing our cavity protection toothpaste and a good toothbrush. Now, it's really important that you change your toothbrush every couple months so that we can get rid of all the bacteria on it, because this thing can get real nasty real fast. And we don't wanna spread those germs to our mouth and then back again. It's not good. So, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your toothpaste. You're gonna put it on your toothbrush. And you're gonna brush in a circular motion all the way around your teeth for about 1.5 minutes, but save the last 30 seconds so we can do our tongue. You're gonna stick your tongue out and you're gonna brush it in a circular motion all over again. See my pearly whites? I brush twice a day, every day, no matter what. Now once we brush, we're gonna spit all it out. And then we're gonna grab our floss. You're gonna rip off a good piece, just like I'm doing here. If I can actually get it or not. Oh, sometimes it's tricky, but you'll get the hang of it. Just like that. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take it like this. You're gonna take your pointer fingers right next to your thumb and you're gonna twist it just like this. And we're gonna do it one more time. And then one more time until you have a tiny little thing. What you're gonna do is you're gonna go horizontal and you're gonna stick it in between your teeth, these little crevices, just like this. And back out again. And then you're gonna do it one more time. You're gonna do that to every single one of your teeth. And keep in mind that you have all of this to work with. So once you notice that it's getting covered in food, go back out again, curl your fingers just like I'm doing, and restart just where you left off. This is gonna help to get rid of all the food that you might have missed while brushing, just to ensure that our teeth are nice and clean. Now, once you're done flossing, you gotta rinse your mouth out with warm water to make sure that any of that loose food that might be still sitting underneath your tongue or in the back side of your mouth gets flushed out and all gone. Also, a side note, if you do struggle using floss like I've shown before, you can get toothpicks just like this. They're called dental aids. Very similar, the same thing. You're just gonna take it and you're gonna bite down and back up again. It's easy as that. Doing that twice a day will ensure that your teeth remain healthy, white, and strong. Now, if you have mouthwash, I prefer using fluoride mouthwash. You're gonna use the same amount every single day, at least once a day, and you're just gonna gurgle it in your mouth, sing your ABCs in your little pretty noggin, and then you'll be done. Okay, our final activity of the day is we're gonna be learning the parts of the tooth. Now, this is the worksheet that you guys will have. It has a word bank up here with the words crown, root, gum, nerve, enamel, dentin, and pulp. And you've got fill in the blanks with the first letter of the word. Now, I'm going to walk you guys through it so that I can help you. Also, side note, if you really want to color it, there's different parts that you can color. On my diagram, it's all color coordinated, so feel free to color as you go. So our first one is, we're going to be focusing on this pink part that goes into like a W formation all along the tooth. Do you guys have any guesses? Feel free to blurt them out whenever you're ready. That is called the root. The root of our tooth is the main part and is the basis of our tooth, just kind of similar to how it is of a tree. Okay, we're going to keep moving along. Up here, we're going to be focusing on the top part of the tooth, which is this part up here. That's called the crown. The crown is a part that you kind of see. It's right here. The next part that we're going to be going over is the gum. The gums are the parts that we went over about how you needed to brush in a circular motion. That's the pink stuff that surrounds all of your teeth. Keep in mind that if we don't floss on a daily basis, that you can start bleeding when you floss, and we don't want that because that means that your gums are really sensitive and going to be early signs of gingivitis, which is an infection of the gums. Moving on over here, we got enamel. Enamel is the top part of our tooth. It is the white part that we see. Our next one is called dentin. Dentin is this orange part right here. That's the part that we want to protect. Once that part gets infected, then you have to get a root canal, and those can be really, really painful. They're also the reason why we get cavities, so that you can prevent the tooth from further rotting. On to the next one. You guys are doing awesome. I'm so proud of you. Pulp. The pulp is this part, the brown part, that has all the veins in it. These veins are really, really sensitive. Have you ever noticed when you have something super hot or super cold, your tooth just kind of shocks you a little bit? That's because the nerves are being overstimulated. It's really important that we protect those. Our next part, blood vessels. Those are the red lines on your diagram that you guys will see. Blood vessel is the blood that's being pumped through your tooth, because keep in mind, your tooth is a bone. And the final part of it is the nerve. The nerve is this twisty thing down here that kind of looks like a licorice. Now, your whole body is made out of nerves, so it makes sense that our teeth also have nerves. Everything is connected to one another. Once one part gets infected, it will cause a chain reaction. That's why brushing twice a day, every day, is super, super important, and it can help you to prevent from any damage happening to your teeth. You guys have done awesome. Quick side note, moving on. So when you guys are getting involved into sports, have you ever been told that you have to wear a mouth guard? A mouth guard is that rubber retainer that covers your teeth. Its purpose is to provide a soft blow to your teeth so that when you have high impact, that you're not biting down really, really hard. There's something in between it to prevent you guys from chipping your teeth, cracking your tooth, or even losing your teeth. So always keep in mind that if you're doing any kind of contact sport, that your best bet to protect your teeth is wearing a mouth guard. But it's up to you nowadays. So thank you for being with me. I had a really good time teaching you guys all about your teeth. See you next time.